I am alive. I am live. I've been meaning to pop on and say hello for quite some considerable time. Busy time of year. What is it now? It's 2:30 in the afternoon here in the UK. And yes, I've been out and I've been spending a lot of time packaging things to send out to people. So yeah, I'm really kind of feeling a little tired. Like I would quite like a holiday, but that's not happening. It's all go today. I've had my Pilates session, so I should be full of beans, but sadly not. I'd rather curl up and have a nap. But I thought I should come on and at least say hello. I'm sure most people are very busy and will be watching this on catch up, which is probably a good thing. Jewel Resells, hello Jewel, nice to see you. Jason, hello. It's morning where you are, isn't it? It's been a busy time in America. I'm not going to say anything else. But it's been a busy time, hasn't it? Surprising for some, not so surprising for others. But we'll let that one lie. Yes, I've been out and about and finding things. In fact, things that Jason may well know what they are, where I don't. I've been doing a lot of shopping lately because there's a little bit of a shift around going on with the charity shops, or thrift stores, as you might say, and they're selling off a lot of stock because their new premises that's due to open isn't ready. So guess who's been going filling her boots? Me. Partly that's the clothing aspect. Partly because it's cheaper to sell clothing at the moment on eBay. So I've been taking advantage. Let's dig into the more interesting bits, though. Interesting finds. We have a house clearance place where they come and clear people's houses and take away the stuff, get paid to do it, and then of course they want to flog all the bits on to people like me. And what our local one had an open day, and it wasn't raining, so I got to go along. Oh, you've worn it. It was a little dog, kind of, I want to say seal maker. It was little dogs. It was really cute, and I'm so glad it got to you safely because I don't often send things abroad unless I'm using that eBay GSP thing because I'm a coward. So I was very pleased it turned up, and I realised it's the cost of sending things to America from the UK is a lot less than it is for someone in America to send something to the UK. So now I'm really, really glad you're enjoying it. I paid £25 for a little bundle of things. Yes, these were small things. I don't want to send breakable things because I'm having a bad run of luck with breakables right now. Let's just leave it at that. I'm posting things. So I got a very tiny child's christening ring. It was just sort of laying there. Normally they spot all the silver. They knew that was silver, so fair enough. What they didn't know was silver was this. How beautiful is this? Now, it reminded me of a Kashmiri goblet I had and sold for a great deal of money a long time ago. It's got a ding in it. As you can see, it's got a nice fat dent in the side there. Sparkly nail varnish. Chipped sparkly nail varnish there. I can annoy people too. But this apparently, from my researches, is a parasol handle. I can't word today. I'm terribly sorry. You're going to go and get Tanya. Oh, bless her. Oh, the wonderful Tanya. My jewellery addiction. I loved that stuff. That's how I found Jason in the first place. It was through Tanya. It's even got a little flower on the end. But this is all solid silver. And it was just laying there very grubby. And I thought, I can't leave that behind. It's too pretty. It has actually got some initials in the handle. So apparently I think that is an antique Indian parasol handle. Who knew? But it was gorgeous. I couldn't not. I found myself, I don't think these are terribly rare, but I love cloisonne, and this had a dragon on it, and symbols, and another dragon, and it's just beautiful colours. I'm a sucker for cloisonne at the best of times, and although I come across it quite often, it's often damaged. Just nice, it's definitely got some age to it. I've given it a little wipe over, but I love that. That might not be going anywhere. I say I'm going to sell things, but do I? Now, this had me confused. Do you know what it is yet? I'm not sure that I do. Again, I couldn't leave it behind. Now, this is strange. I haven't tested these, but they could be a raw ruby or they could be glass. I've got a feeling they're more likely to be a raw ruby. But it opens. And I think it's gilt inside. It's definitely got a more goldy colour. Nice little top with a little finial. Nothing written on it, no inscriptions. But the thing that really made me curious, do you know what this is, Jason? I am not sure. What really got me fascinated is the bottom undoes, so to speak. No. That's also been gilded, and although it does have this is where I fail, because I haven't got my light box is nowhere I can get to it. Where's my camera? There is a smooshed out mark that absolutely cannot be read, and I have inspected it with a loupe. But why would you have a little flap on the bottom? What's occurring there? I have no idea. But it was so delightful. It doesn't test as 925, although it might be a low grade silver that's been gilded. But I thought, what heaven's heck is it? It's only let's have a look, just over 3 inches tall. So it's very, very small. It's not an egg cup, unless it's a very small egg. And there was nothing inside. Oh, hello, Tanya. Have you seen one of these before? It's a little thing with a flappy bottom. And now I'm not being crude. It literally has a bottom. Again, too fascinated to leave it behind. I shouldn't let myself go to these things, but then I thought, for what I've spent, it's not bad. This fascinated me too. I'm all ears for help here. It appears to have a brass base, but this is copper. It has a very simple, if I hold it still long enough, very simple hand done design all the way around. And that's one way of knowing it's copper. Just the colour. This was sat outside with a lot of water in it. It's beautiful. I love things that feel old and handmade, and it's just something about it. It's really surprisingly heavy, but that is definitely a brass rather than copper base. There's probably a reason for that, but I couldn't begin to tell you why or how. It's about just over 6.5 inches across. And again, why am I buying bowls? But it's not really my wheelhouse, but it's interesting. But the best thing, and I always love it when they say to me, well, obviously we've had people go through and all the silver's been picked out. I'm like, yeah, great. They might miss something. Who knows? They missed this. That's the clean side. This is the tarnished side. I've given it a little go over with a polished cloth, but nothing amazing. It has, can I show you this? Probably not. The lighting is shocking. It's got a nice little monogram in the top, but very faint, and nice work on the lid. And it has a lid. This is quite small, and when I tried to research, it kept coming up with things to put tea in. I thought, but it's tiny. Now the mark there's a mark this side here that looks Chinese. And this is testing as 925 silver. And it's just gorgeous. Little boxes, like little things. Now if it is for tea, you're not going to get a whole bunch of tea in there. I mean, that's not big. It's about 3 inches tall. So they're just fun things that I found, and I thought, well, that's got a slight ding on the corner there. There we go. See, but it's old. I mean, we've all got slight dings on us by the time we get to that age. I certainly have. So, so all of that, everything I've just shown you, was 25 English pounds, which I'm assuming is somewhere around the $40. I'm not up on exchange rates currently, but that was a nice little treasure hunt, because it is literally like Steptoe's Yard. It's shelves upon shelves of stuff all just crammed on, all outside, so stuff has water in it. And yes, I got drenched when I pulled something over and realised it had water in it. Very nice. Other little interesting finds. I like showing you. I always think clothes are a bit dull, you know what I mean? I mean, they're my bread and butter of my business, but yes, they are. I liked these. I think they're the right way around. Difficult to show. Oops, a little bit of sparklers, little crystals. I mean, then they're not going to break any records for being unique, but they are really rather cute. I quite like this little way they've done this little thing here. They're pierced earrings with that little detail there on silver, so didn't mind them if I did. And they are rather gorgeous. I mean, I'm not one for sort of massive dangly earrings, but there we go. There they are. I thought, why not? I can't resist shiny things. Oh yes. I think I paid £1 for these. You can't really see them. They are so tiny. They have a lot more sparkle than they appear to there. I've got to be honest. They don't come out well on screen. Yeah, they're possibly nothing valuable. I think they just capture my imagination. Tiny hearts. And anyone who likes dolphins... Oh, excuse me. The dolphin has slipped. These have got to be the most pissed off looking dolphins you have ever seen. Am I the right way up with those? Yes, I am. They're little faces. They look like sort of bottlenose ones, or maybe they're something else. It's just a pin, but that's silver. And their faces just look cross, I think it's fair to say. Cross dolphins. Now, this was a place I love to go, and I have found amazing jewellery there in the past. I think they don't know quite what they're looking for, so I will go in there on the off chance that I'll find something wonderful. No jewellery to be had at all, absolutely nothing. However, this little thing caught my eye. I thought, well, if it's a pendant, that's cool. 50p. Now, I don't know what 50p is in American, but it's not much. Less than $1. This turns out to be a perfume bottle, and right on the very top, across this little band here, there, it says sterling. And this is quite old. I couldn't smell any perfume inside. I'm not sure how well perfume does in a silver bottle. I'm not sure if it affects it, but I thought that was stunning. And I bought it thinking, well, it looks like it might be silver plated, and if I can put a jump ring on it, it'd make quite a nice pendant. And then magically it turned into silver when I got it home. So I was loving that. That just surprised, amused, and amazed me. I love it when we find things, little bits of treasure. They're not going to set the world alight. Little things like these are everywhere, but this is a silver one. Is that Nielo? As she butchers the sound. It's got little dancers on it, and that's usually from somewhere like Thailand. And I just like the way they darken the silver, and it's so light and so delicate. I adore it, but I could never wear anything like that because I'd break it. I mean, I've got to be honest. I know myself well enough. Just little things that I find that bring me pleasure. They kind of hang jewellery on little racks, and most of it is not. But if you kind of go down and really have a look, then sometimes you find cute little things, little AB crystals, a blue, possibly ceramic or glass but all on a really lovely silver chain. Sort of unexpected bonuses, I think. Do like things like that. I was all planned to be listing a lot of jewellery for Christmas, but because our fees on jewellery from eBay at this end are horrific, I've kind of held fire a little bit on listing it, and I've just stuck with the clothes because they're charging no fees for clothes. And I do have a little bit of a line in vintage clothing, so I'm more than happy. But some things I find are so tiny and so delicate. I was trying to think who this was. Sorry, there's a bit of screen silence there. Just get the top of my head. Where's it gone? This has got to be the tiniest, cutest little bird. You know, they're on silver. They're lovely. You know, in terms of money that it'll make, not a huge amount, but when I've paid so little, I don't mind. I was trying to think. That actually says it's made by somebody. You know, I've not checked. I hope things are going well for you, Tanya. You're having a nice time. Oh, it's Oliver Bonus. There we go. That's quite a popular brand here. Most Oliver Bonus, I kind of, on a personal note, I tend to think is somewhat overpriced and not well made, but I didn't even know they did silver. You know, that's a new one on me. What else have I got? I'm trying to find interesting things to show you now I've started. There's bags of the stuff. Yep, there are bags. Let's see what I can show you. So I probably will list jewellery again. Some of these things are tiny, too tiny to even show you. Tiniest of opals. Yes, got crystal things. No, nothing marvellous. What we got here? Got some goodies. Things I find nice things and then I just forget. Just completely forget. I can't remember if I've shown these. They were amazing. Oh, come on, focus. There's silver gilt, an enamel, and a freshwater pearl. They were stunning. Again, I think these ones came from me digging through a box of stuff, because this box is mine to keep them nice. Digging through a box of stuff and the guy going, oh, there's no gold or silver in there, love. I was like, that's fine. Costume jewellery, you know. That's fine. I know all the dealers have been around and rinsed it. But people don't know everything. I certainly don't know everything. And it's quite reassuring when you find something nice. I'll get these out to show you a bit better. Again, delicate earrings. I'm a bit ham-fisted. Oh, come on out. Come on out. You know you want to. Yeah. God. Massive waterfall of stuff in. Yeah, right. There we are. Definitely trying to show you what these are like. There we go. Pearly and lovely. Just so cute. Just so cute. And I must admit, I don't Google Lens everything because I don't trust it and it's a bit rubbish. But there are occasions when it's useful and you want to really see if there's something exactly the same. So that was useful. I knew they were good. I mean, you can tell quality just by looking. Some things I just think they're nothing special. They're bread and butter things. I like the special things, but I don't find them all the time. Oh, I can't even get into that. Oh, yeah. Some things you just have to get, though, because they're cute. And I'm afraid I can't resist a cat. That is actually a kind of... Is it glass or crystal? I don't know at the moment because I haven't had time to research. It's a cute little cat on the thinnest of silver chains. It's definitely vintage with the round clasp. I love things like that. I haven't got enough hours in the day. I think this is what's happened. I've gone a bit overboard, and you can't see the mountain of clothing. Not only that, but I've got a lot of it upstairs waiting to photograph, and I like to photograph in natural light, but November in England isn't big on natural light, and it's very, I'm looking out the window at a grey blanket really, which is default for England. And yes, grey blanket does not give me enough light to make nice pictures. How many of these have I got? What does that say on the back? I'm sure it says something. See, just little silver things that kind of do for gifties. I'm entirely sure what that is. It looks a bit like a tree. What fascinated me is that the box it came in says established 1830, John Angel and Sons, the County Jewellers. Their shop was actually in my town, although it shut and then became a pub for a while. So that's very local, surprisingly local. Oh, that needs a repair. See, that's the thing. I've got stuff that needs repairing as well. Oh, you've got to love a bit of amber. That's green amber, which I believe is heat treated, but I did like the setting. Lovely. Not particularly old, just a really nice thing in a good ring size. It's not staying with me though. I've got so many rings. Oh. Yeah. Oh, where's that gone? I just dropped an important piece of paper that told me what that. Never mind. Oh, love a bit of show and tell, because I forget what I picked up. I just end up sort of stuffing it in the bag. Yeah, no, that's not particularly anything. I mean, these sorts of little odds and ends, I mean, not the ring, obviously, but tiny odds and ends, often it's just a case of they're like £1 or 50p in a big box of stuff. It's, simple, tiny little rings. I may lot up. I may sell them individually. I haven't quite got my strategy yet. I think that's fair to say. But I did find out about a brand called Lola Rose. These are really heavy Lola Rose earrings. I didn't pay £7.50 for them. They are rose quartz, and they're on silver wires with a gilt gold overlay. But they're so heavy. If I had that in my ear, my earlobe would be considerably further south. But apparently they're a very popular brand. And it's like, oh, okay, if you don't mind. Oh, have I gone? That happens. Let me just restart the camera. Am I back in the room? Random. Strangely random. Oh. Yeah, I do end up with all sorts of little things I pick up. Oh gosh, got everything in here. I'm not going through all those. It's a bunch of earrings all shoved in together. I need to have a sort out, clearly. Oh yeah, just like I say, tiny little amber earrings. But people like studs, they're easy to wear. Gutting some of the things. Wonder where that's in there. Yeah. Funny little things. Something with turquoise on. Oops. Try not to stab myself with it. It is a brooch that's decided to undo itself. Go in, go in, go in. Anyway. He's a tiny little froggy. How cute. I do love these things. I like the design of them. It does just say sterling, that one, I think. Yeah, there's not a maker attached to it. I do need to work out how to close him down because that little pin is super sharp. Maybe that needs to be dealt with later. So yeah, lots of odds and ends. I do pick up silver just by default, really. And this particular batch isn't anything amazing. But I found it's not been such a... I found nice things. I found very nice things when I'm out and about, but you know, nothing that's completely amazing or blown me away. Whereas I've had seasons before when I've been out and about treasure hunting. Oh, I think I might have shown that one. Didn't look like anything. Turns out to be silver coated in gold. Except it says, what does it say here? There's a cartouche, but you can't actually make out a name. It's kind of, it's either worn or it was never put on properly. Love things like that. I don't really suit gold jewellery though. Silver suits me. Anyway, I just want to come show you a few things, really. You know, I'd say in other news, in terms of the usual stuff I sell. You know, I've got mad things that I pick up, like 1980s bashed up, beaten up, distressed leather jackets. Because a beaten up jacket apparently is quite the thing at the moment. You know, for it to look really lived in, like someone's had a real adventure in it. Love things like that. Just different, interesting, not the stuff that's in the shops. You know, I like to recycle things because that's what they need. Anyway, I've kept you all for long enough, but it's been lovely to pop on and say hello, and actually to do something live instead of just thinking about it. So thank you for joining me. Thank you, Jewel. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Tanya, and anyone else who's watching or who may be watching back later. Hopefully I will see you again soon. Tatty bye now. I've got to remember how to end a stream. Amateur. Bye.